Wow. Wow, we are so lucky because Facebook does not let you start late. And
Well, what is
we,
it, like 2 minutes it lets you start late?
oh, I didn't think it let you started late at all, but we looked up and we had 6 seconds because we were, you know, yak, yak, yak. And so, anyways, that's our story and we're sticking to it. So that's why we kind of come on like, hello, surprise. Anyways, hello and welcome to Vibe of the Week.
What a week.
What a week it is,
What a week.
and what a week it shall be. So,
This is my final broadcast from the
yeah.
woo woo room in at 100 in Tarpon Springs. I don't know where the next year's broadcast will be from, at what point we'll be at the new place, but it's
Yeah.
kind I'm surrounded by boxes, everybody.
That's all right though.
So,
You know, it's all good. So yeah, so let's get to our vibe and let's talk about the energy for this week coming up.
hi Robin.
Hi Robin. Hi Maria.
Hi Maria.
There's just a lot. There's just a lot of it's it's really almost hard to describe, but I know if we're feeling it, you guys are feeling it too. So maybe we don't really need to be able to describe it or explain it. We'll just say it and you're going to get it. I'm kind of feeling that we're all kind of that way. So, do you want me to get started, Kitty?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
I think we should start with a big deep breath, everybody.
All right. Let's do that.
That may be a good practice this week.
Yeah, I think so. I do think that what I am picking up is it. I don't know if it's a pause or a holding. I guess that's semantics, whatever you want to call it. But I still feel like some of that's there. But it's not just there to be there. It feels like it's there for a reason. So, I mean, obviously, it's there for a reason, but it's allowing you to do something with it rather than just sitting there feeling stuck or feeling unmotivated. And a lot of tiredness has been, I know I felt that a lot, or just weird energy. But instead of getting into all of that, I feel like it's about utilizing kind of this time to really get focused, not to take a lot of action, because I believe some clarity is going to come this week. And so, with that clarity, you're going to know where you need to go when the energy shift you into that time of going. And so, right now, it's just about almost feel like cleaning out the closet thing. I had some weird kind of things in my meditation. Like I was shown how like I kind of see it like as a screen, and one side was kind of where it was, happening. Kind of it was felt very present, like what was happening presently. The other side was blank, and I remember kind of going, "It's blank," but it's because um, it hasn't been brought to my attention yet. It's on hold. So it's not been shown to me. So how do I react to that? Do I get all, wound up in that? Or do I just say, all right, I'm just going to hold and wait because I know it's going to be made visible or be shown to me when the timing is right. So I don't think that because we're in this pause that nothing's happening, but I believe that it's all happening kind of behind the scenes, if you will. We're not seeing all this that's going on for us because it's kind of behind the scenes. And so I feel like if we can look at that pause and wait for that clarity and kind of look at some other things was really weird that came up for me this morning in my meditation was like things from a long time ago that I thought, well, maybe someday I'd like to do that. But they kind of came back up. And I thought, why are they coming back up? but it was more of just they're not coming back up for you to revisit them, although they could be. But for me personally, they were just kind of coming back up to say, well, kind of remember when you were thinking this, it kind of releasing it. But for me, it was about getting back into that energy of how I was feeling when I got some of these ideas and inspiration. So that's where it felt like it was coming up for that clarity and that inspiration to come back up for you to be able to take and move into that next chapter of your life. And I say that because I just turned 60 and I'm really feeling that I'm going into a new chapter. I even bought a sign that said something like that. And that's for me personally, but some of you might be feeling that as well. What is the next chapter? So we need to get some clarity, but we need to be patient while the clarity is coming. Because the first card I got was 21 Indigo, Mystery and Mastery of Life. And again, this feels like, when I said, look for that inspiration, she's looking up at that star. So I've been really inspired in my life to do things, and maybe I didn't actually do them or they didn't work out, but it's about the feeling of the inspiration and the mystery and the mastery is going on behind the scenes. So she's just waiting for that clarity. We're going this way. She's just waiting for that clarity as things go beyond the scenes. And so to do that, you're also being asked to detach from the drama, 37. And coincidentally, this card says, look up. This is what she's doing here. This one's telling you is kind of repeating that. Look up, detach from the drama. It's not that you are being told that everything you're doing is wrong or this is never going to work or you need to abandon everything, throw out the baby with the bathwater because you're not on the right track. That's not what it's saying at all. So detach from any drama that you might have being going on in that stillness or even drama that's going around that you're just ready to get freaking rid of. Sorry, but that just felt like a really strong message because she is surrounded by beautiful, beautiful light. The yellow, the solar plexus, and the sacral, and all of those. She's being surrounded by that beautiful light. She just needs to look up, be aware that it's happening behind the scenes. Because when you get that clarity, they're going to ask you then, 25 passion, love for life. What's your passion? When the clarity comes into you, when the energy shifts, and when it becomes easier to take action, to do things, you got to be really clear on what your passion is. So it could be something completely different. So that's what this time right here is kind of telling us. It's giving you time to get clear on your passion. Let the things working behind the scenes go behind the scenes. The other card I got was the Strength card. All right. This is you. This is you deliberately pulling in those reserves and figuring out what your passion is, because when that energy shifts, it is going to open up and it's going to be go time. I don't know why I said that, but that's what it feels like. It's really, really going to be go time when that energy shifts. So it's definitely asking you, to be very clear on your passion. And then I got the King of Wands, and he's also very, very passionate about what he wants and the empire that he wants to build. And look at, he's got the light too. So he's being divinely guided. And coincidentally, the lions in the background. So that's also a very much a sign of strength. And he's ready. He's ready to take on those next challenges, whatever that means for you in your life. It won't be the same for all people. And then finally, I got the Ace of Wands. And I love this card here because this is about just new ideas, inspiration, downloads. She's got the fire right there, like that jewel, bejeweled, and it's fire, and it's that third eye, and it's that seeing. That's it's that illumination. Like what do you want? Because this is what this is the energy it's going to feel like when it comes in. So you need to be prepared with whatever it is, the passion for your life that you want for your life. in this next chapter, because when the energy shifts, again, like, I don't know why, because I don't usually say that, but it's going to be go time. And that's what it feels like. I'm not saying that that's happening this week, but it's all again behind the scenes. There may be some clarity this week, and there may be some like, oh, okay, I think I'm knowing, and I don't know, but it'll be soon, because I think it's in the planets too that Kitty will talk about it. It's going to be soon that the energy is going to shift, and it's going to be go time. But Kitty, go ahead and let's hear
Well,
how the
and
planets align with us.
all those images of the lion are the sense of self, the sun, the lion, the Leo energy of exactly who we are, the center that things evolve around. And it's interesting because the planets are all in this uh, Western hemisphere on the chart, which is all about self actualization, self finding the way, self. And we're continuing that pattern of last week of Taurus and Pisces, Taurus and Pisces, Taurus and Pisces, of stabilizing in the flow. Life is going to be picking up and changing. We're coming to the end of a 12-year cycle, and we are learning to stabilize in being able to flow in that higher dimension. And that's not easy. That's why sleeping's important. Self-care is what we should build our life around, because the energies right now are very quickly moving slowly. There's just a lot happening at the same time. Taurus, that benevolence, that beauty. Venus is such a huge player because that's also in dealing with Pisces, Neptune, and um, uh, Jupiter expansion going on. So that this whole week comes back down to a lot of Taurus and Pisces. And interestingly enough, um, Pluto, which will go retrograde on the 29th, so we'll go retrograde on Friday, is in Capricorn. And there's a lot of stall this week between Aquarius and Capricorn, between the vision and the structure, the vision and the structure. And I really know that that's a lot more about all the stuff that's being received, so you can figure out the parts of you that need to be transformed, that need to be restructured. And of course, Pluto, the sign of transformation, is in structure, and the sign of structure is in the vision. So there's no accident that we really are refocusing exactly what you said. Our vision is about. Today is Orthodox Easter. Happy Easter to those who celebrate. Big player today is that today the at void of course today the moon goes, and at that moment that the moon squares um, this structure. So your own moon, which might be feeling like it wants to restructure, um, but it's in transformation, is kind of held in place for you to get more information. And you're able to activate today communication with spirit. So today is a great day to just quietly. Um, a, a mantra I've been listening to at night. One of the things is for gratitude is to always know that the stillness is moments away. And I thought that's a lovely thing. Today is a good day to just stop and go into the stillness. You are receiving all kinds of information. Tomorrow, you're able to activate that Taurus energy with Pisces. Tomorrow, that's the activation. It's when you want. Where am I looking at the flow? Where do I want to stabilize the flow so I don't feel like I'm getting knocked over at my feet or I'm way over my head? There is a stabilization here. Looking for the life rafts. What are your life rafts? What are the things you need to hold on to in the emotion that help you stabilize and see the beauty? Um, and then all before the void of course that happens on the 27th, and void of course is when the moon is between signs, we have a whole lot of activation with both Aries and Pisces. Aries, because our communication is in Aries, so it's in that starting, it's going to be expanding on Wednesday. It's both conjunct Venus and Mars, so it really wants us to look at that balance, that male and female, that lion and the lamb laying down together, and having an opportunity to really talk. Where is it I want to put this energy? Doesn't mean I'm starting it, but it's like you said, sifting through what is it I truly want to put my energy in, and being brave enough to own it. I thought it was
Mm.
this, but all of a sudden it's not this. And you are still being held. You are still receiving information. There's all kinds of information. So if nothing is clear, it's because you're still getting the information. And then also on the 27th, you have Venus conjunct Neptune. So that relationship energy that started at that Libra full moon was is really magnified. And so, gee, wasn't that funny? My notification went off then to like to say it was really magnified. But
Magnified.
remember, the first relationship you always have with spirit is yourself, and it's that right brain that we're connected to the we. And then on the 28th, we have that Aries Mercury um, working with that Capricorn structure. So it's going to be talking to the structure on that 28th because the 29th is a kind of a big day. First of all, Pluto goes retrograde, which means it starts to go back over where it's been over the last 4 or 5 months. It's our first planet that is retrograde. We had our planets were direct now for almost 9 weeks, which has been a long time. And so it goes retrograde to go back over, shoring up those structures. And Mercury also moves into its home sign. So there will be things about communication coming up. It doesn't go retrograde till the next month, but it's in its own sign. It's in Gemini. And so it's very powerful and very able to communicate. So, and this is all getting ready for that big 2:45 Eastern Standard Time solar eclipse in Taurus.
Mm.
Um, and so it's a partial solar eclipse. It's 2:45 Eastern Standard Time. Where I'm actually going to come on. I haven't told Amy this. Have her come on and do a little thing for that solar eclipse because it's very powerful. Always solar eclipses, but this year because the North Node for the world, our highest goal, what our soul wants, is in Taurus. This is an eclipse in
Mm.
Taurus. So this really is bringing forth all of this information. And it's not an accident. The day before, the structure went retrograde to go back over what you've been picking up in these weeks of receiving. And
Mhm.
Mercury is in its home sign. So it's easily communicated to you for
Mhm.
what that will be. It's also a new moon at 4:28 p.m. So it's time to get
Wow.
so it's a great day to get those intentions. There's a 2-hour slot there where some maybe new intentions that you want to work on
Mm.
manifesting will show up in
Yeah,
um,
that'd
that
be
little time.
cool.
So it really is the cards. It is about strength. It is about what is my passion, but being silent enough
Yeah,
to understand it.
right. Yes. Wow. Wow, wow. And when is the eclipse? Is that Thursday, did you say? Or
The eclipse is the same day as the new moon. The eclipse happens at 2:45 Eastern Standard Time, and the new moon is at 4:28, all on the 30th, the very
the
last day of
30th?
April.
Okay.
So
Okay.
April has been a whoosh kind of month.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people, they have felt the need to step back, felt the need
Mhm.
to regroup, and that's exactly what the energy has been telling you to do. And in those 2 days, that 29th and 30th, some new things are going to come to light, are going to be showing up, and
I love that. Love that.
holding that space is going to be really important, because
Oops.
other people may be looking a little bit more twirly in there,
Mm.
and for me, I'm going to be writing a lot this week because I'll be moving with
Twirly
all of
or
this.
twirly? What was twirly mean?
Twirly, twirling, twirly, you know,
Twirly? All right.
twirl, yeah.
I didn't know if twirly or squirrely. All right. What card wants to come out? Oh, okay. That's a good one. Let's see. What else? These are our final messages from the James Van Prague deck here. Ah, okay. Yeah, this is pretty good. Interesting about what we're talking about. The first one was appreciate your talents.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are we talking about? Clarity, new things coming in, maybe just even new perceptions or way to look at things that you've already been doing. So, appreciate your talents and forgive yourself. Okay. So, anything that you need to let go of, again, letting go of anything that's not serving you anymore. So, you're preparing yourself for that new.
Yeah, make room,
Yeah.
work those patterns in your head, all of that noise. just think about the fact that the stillness is only moments away when all that noise is going off.
Yeah, that's really a good reminder, because sometimes we get what I like to say in that loop, of oh my gosh, it's just you're ruminating on the same thing, same thing, same thing. But if you could stop and go, stillness is only moments away. What a really good reminder that would be for us when we're in that type of state of mind, I guess, if you will.
Right.
I like it.
So you've
All
got
right.
a lot of things that are being received, and we are getting ready for end of this 12-year cycle, and it's stabilizing the flow into that new part. So it's
All right.
coming.
Well, I don't know about any of the rest of y'all, but I'm ready. I just really feel ready. Like I'm ready for the new. I'm embracing it. I'm open to it. I'm,
Well,
anxiously awaiting it,
I've
but
certainly created it physically, so here it comes, ready or not.
yeah,
So
exactly. All right. Well, this has been great. Vibe of the week. And it sounds like maybe there'll be some information at the end of the week when we get towards the new moon and stuff that Kitty said. So keep an eye out for that. I don't
it'll
think
be
we
in
have any other programs this week except for
no,
Spirit
no,
Communication on Tuesday. Kitty may or may not be able to make because of traveling.
and the poster will be
Um,
up tomorrow about the upcoming speakers that we've got booked.
okay.
Just waiting for one more date for our
All right.
rebooking.
Well,
And I just think I'll be curious where we are next. Well, first of all, I'll be curious where I am next Saturday, Sunday, and I may be even sitting on the land doing it at that point. So who knows? But it's May. We are going to bring new flowers to May. The
yeah.
April showers of information we're getting are going to be blossoming into new flowers.
I like that. I like that. April showers of information will bring flowers of new beginnings in May. That's
Yep.
cool. I like that. That was a good one. That's a Hallmark moment.
I got a Hallmark card.
It's a spiritual Hallmark card.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm Kitty.
I'm Amy J.
Aloha oi.
Aloha oi, and thank you for watching Vibe of the Week. See you later. What? And I gotta end it.